Here is this. We like this.
Why don't you go back and see if it's on?
Yeah, we'll do the test. We'll test it. Just to make sure. Where's the where's the feed?
There we go.
Look at that.
And we're back for the first time. And back to Wednesdays.
Back to Wednesdays. What did we do it last week?
Monday. No one even watched.
You're a busy guy. I'm a busy guy. It happens. So let's turn this off. Getting a little feedback here. Well, welcome back for the first time, everybody. It is, Wednesday, January 29th, 2014.
2014.
We are here. Excited to be here. Excited that you're here with us. Let's... let me just reload. Let me just do a little test here. A little test. Are we going? Yeah, we're going. We're going. Thank you all for tuning in on live stream. Thank you for tuning in on Facebook. Thank you for just tuning in from all over the world. How have you been?
I've been good.
Yeah?
Busy, working.
Good. It's good to be busy.
Well, it's good to not be busy, according to the State of the Union. I think they just added a few more months to unemployment, so you could just chill and not be busy and get paid.
We're dropping State of the Union at the beginning. So let's get right into our first segment of Current Eventals. Current Events with Mentals. Current Eventals. Since last time we spoke, the only big news is the State of the Union.
Well, I watched it by accident.
What were you trying to watch that you...
I was trying to watch the Knicks play Boston, but, it was on. Layla wanted to watch it, and I've been, a nice guy. I let her watch the show. It's fun. So we watched it. Actually, I watched it. She was just on her computer doing work, whatever.
But she wanted it on.
Yeah, just to
Did
listen
she
to.
want you to watch it? Was she like, I want you to watch it?
Well, she said I should watch it, and I was like, why should I? Because these guys never do what they talk about doing. All it is like, it's like the finals of who's the best at speaking, you know? It's like let's win everyone over, but I'm not gonna do this shit. Or I'm
Politics. Politics as usual.
You know what I was curious? Out of everybody in that whole room, was there anyone high on cocaine?
Why is that? Because it's just a stiff room, right? It's just like all these stiff politicians.
Well, I hear like politics is even worse than like Hollywood.
In terms of cocaine use?
And drugs, yeah. So I was just curious, like, this had to be one.
It's probably Joe Biden. I bet you Joe Biden was. Did you see Joe Biden? He's like winking.
Was it the guy that's sitting on the left or the right?
Yeah, with the white hair. He was like winking and like pointing at everyone and like chuckling. That dude is like, it's like, dude, it's the State of the Union. Just look down at your paper, behave.
But
so
whatever.
You did not enjoy it. So you
not
wondered, one, you're watching it and you're not paying attention. You're like, is anybody here high on cocaine? I would bug out. I wouldn't be able to sit still.
Well, I heard Bill Clinton writes this guy's speeches.
Where'd you hear that?
I don't want to say, but I heard it. But
yeah,
he sounds like Bill Clinton, doesn't he?
Well, they're both very good speakers. They both speak very well. I don't know if that's who writes his speeches. He has, speech writers. He has.
When is the next
politics plus cocaine equals a requirement. So he thinks.
Oh,
maybe they all will.
Damn, Berkey, what's good?
Berkey chatting in. So there is a little delay. You probably wrote that like half an hour ago, and then.
He's out in like San Francisco, right? You're out in San Francisco now?
Shout out to Dan Berkowitz chatting live with us. He's up on life. He's up on...
He bounced. He went to the West Coast.
Good luck, man. Good for you.
He's doing good out there.
We're eating soups, Berkey. You can eat soups, right? You're not allergic to soups,
There's no milk in them.
Right. Classic.
Just for everyone.
Camp joke.
Just for everyone to know that this guy Dan Berkowitz is allergic to milk so badly that if you put milk in a super soaker and squirted him, he would die.
That's like Such. I don't know about all that, but he's severely he's allergic.
He would die.
I love how we just tuned in, possibly for the first time.
Like if
Definitely chatting for the first time, and we're just outing him publicly.
Like, he's-
that's a great way
he's
to
so-
great way to handle our viewers.
he's so allergic to milk that if he like hooked up with the girl one night and she drank a glass of milk before blowing him, he'd probably die.
That sounds about right. The first one, I don't know. That one sounds about right. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure politicians, party, but like, I don't know how you could sit in that room and be coked out. It's too. I don't know. Maybe you could, because you got to keep standing up and clapping like over and over again. I hate the State of the Union. Like, I watch it every year.
There was a hero there.
I love the heroes.
Yeah,
I love the
hero.
small business owners. I love like.
Oh, talking about small business. This was fucked up what they did to this one kid sitting next to a guy who owned a pizza shop. So there was a guy. So he points out he wants people to raise minimum wage. So he's like, well, so and so lives in Tennessee and he owns a pizza store, and the camera goes right to this guy, and he's sitting next to like some really weird kid with like those earlobe things that stretch out, and he goes, so and so, whatever, owns this pizza store, and he he agreed to raise minimum wage, so his workers now get not $7 but $10 an hour. And they're like, yeah, he works there. So they were like point him out like on TV, like that guy makes $10 an hour. Like, that shit's fucked up. That's fucked up.
It's fucked up that he was like
Pointing him out, like how much someone should make. Like even if you make like 100 an hour, whatever it is,
Yeah.
like I think it's.
Well,
it's,
he was making it so that like he was talking about it like, hey, this is really helping people out. Like he's like a kid. He's got $3 more extra bucks,
Yeah, but
to spend.
that. But I like the hero. They were clapping for this guy forever, and he was
Oh my God! Look at
this
that
guy been through a bunch. He wasn't even all there, but I think at one point he was telling everyone to sit down. He's just bored of standing.
Yeah, everyone's clap. They clap, stand up and clap way too much on that shit. It's like, let me tell you something. Here it is, and it's like, oh. I like the really divisive stuff when only half the room stands up, where like all the Republicans are like, and then they don't say anything. It's the same bullshit. It's the same bullshit every year. It's a lot of people don't like Obama. He doesn't bother me tremendously. But
All I'm saying
Doesn't
is,
matter who
whoever's
the president
next is maybe if you're good enough, I'll vote. I'll vote for you.
if it's Chris Christie, you like Chris Christie.
I like that dude.
Putting the
Good for him.
kibosh on the Fort Lee exit. The Fort Lee lane on the GW Bridge. So the State of the Union. I don't know. I think it's a lot of people.
You're the only two. Another message from Dan Berkowitz. You're the only two I know who could go from talking death by milk, blowjobs, back to politics. We love you too. We miss you.
Love you too, buddy. Thanks. Thank you for the compliment. That's why we have this show. We pride ourselves on segues, on phenomenal segues. I owe a lot of it to you.
Thank you.
You're great.
Thank you.
This is you backbone this whole thing.
Thank you.
Or
Thank
I
you.
backbone it, and you're the heart. You are the blood valve that pumps this whole thing and makes us alive.
Thank you. Well, talking about what makes us alive, finally we're starting to get viewer emails, which we weren't getting at all. We finally got one from. You want to read it?
Exhibit A of my testimony of how good your
read it?
segues are. So yeah, now we're done with current eventals. Now we're going to read our viewer emails. We don't have a clever name for that yet. But if you would like to read it, Kevin, Kevin wrote us.
We got e-mentals.
E-mentals.
Everything's mentals. E-mentals.
Mental mail.
So we got it from Kevin from Boulder. I guess that's Colorado.
It is.
Yeah.
It is very good.
Shout out to the Guindies.
For keeping it camp.
And for I think it's Ryan. One of them's opening up the weed pharmacy.
No way.
I think so. Yeah, one of them's opening up a weed pharmacy out
How
there.
do you know that?
I just heard it through someone who heard it through someone.
Oh, man, that's cool stuff.
Well, this dude, Kevin from Boulder, Colorado, what do you clowns think is going? Who do you clowns think is? What?
reading this every time.
Who do you
love
clowns think is going to win the Super Bowl? Go Broncos. Well,
there's
just because you said go Broncos, I hope the other team wins. Who's the other team? Who's in it?
Fuck you, Kevin. Since you're from Colorado and you said go Broncos, Seahawks. That's so funny. The other team is the Seahawks, Seattle Seahawks. You ever heard of them?
Yeah, they got some good jersey colors.
They do.
They got the best jersey colors in all the NFL.
If I was to ask you like who you're rooting for and why, that's what I would assume that because of
The jersey colors, yeah.
Because you're a very visual, guy.
Well, whoever designed that, and I know Berkey's there to back me up, because Berkey's a designer too. It's just a great use of color. You know, they use that bright green the right amount, and it's awesome.
How come? No, I feel like every football jersey looks the same except for theirs. I feel like they all look the same.
Because the shit's fire.
It's so cool. It's such a cool thing.
I think Seattle's gonna win by only 2 points.
Oh,
I think Seattle's gonna win by 2 points. I think they're gonna.
is it like a high score or like a low score?
What's your? I'm not a football guy, but what's your definition of a high score and a low score? So I could tell you what the final score will be.
Like, is it going to be like 14-12, or is it going to be like 45-43 or something? Like, is it going to be?
You ready? It's gonna be a really low score.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 7-9.
Really?
Yeah. Seattle's gonna win.
So you think Seattle's going to be able to like get down and score 3? What do you think? 3 touchdowns?
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm 7-10. I meant 7-10.
Well, they could do 3 field goals and get 9 points. They're
no,
going to
no.
score a touchdown and 1 field goal.
Yeah.
And Broncos are just going to get 1 touchdown.
Yep.
10-7, huh?
Yeah, because it's gonna be really cold. It's gonna snow. I can't imagine too many people catching shit. I can't imagine too many of the quarterbacks throwing shit. Be a lot of running.
A
lot of running, but they'll people think that it's gonna be all running, but it'll be a lot of running. But they'll catch their touchdown, and then a field goal is gonna go down at the end, and Seattle's gonna win. Because don't they got that one guy who could kick like really long field goals?
Well, actually, Denver has a really good field goal kicker. Maybe it'll be 10-9, just 3 field goals. Maybe.
Well, I feel bad for those players, and I don't understand people that bought that ticket. Like, how are you gonna pay? I checked StubHub earlier just to see how much tickets were, and the cheapest ticket was $1,400 to sit all the way at the top in 11 degrees. Like,
It's fucking nuts.
I wouldn't do it for $100.
Super Bowl here.
I wouldn't do it for free. If you got me free Super Bowl tickets for Sunday, I would not go.
Yeah, because it's so cold.
I would give it to a homeless dude though, because he could resist cold, and he'll be at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Or maybe you could sell him for $100 to someone.
You could sell them for $100. I'm sure you could do better. I don't know why they're having the Super Bowl here. It's totally crazy to me. You don't think a lot of people came to New York for it?
I think a good amount of people came, but I don't know what are you gonna do? Like, it's so cold.
I feel like so many people come to New York anyway that they were like, "Oh, I'm not going this weekend because the Super Bowl."
Well, I think they screwed up. I don't think a lot of. I mean, I think people thought it was expensive. They were scared. They were gonna get hit with all sorts of tariffs.
Did you just learn the word tariff?
No, I actually learned that in like the 5th grade. It just came back to me right now.
Do you remember in what context you learned it in the
Something with social studies.
Yeah.
So
Maybe it was like the Boston Tea Party.
some
or something.
tariffs.
Tariffs.
So yeah, I think it's a failure. A big failure.
I'm shocked. I'm like not shocked that they have it here because people who run, who have important positions do stupid shit all the time. But it's like you knew it was gonna be fucking cold. Why do this? Oh, it's New York. Well, it's not New York. It's Jersey. Ooh. Was that nice? Does that help?
Yeah, I just like to see some things on the screen.
All right, very nice.
So whatever
are you
that is.
excited to like watch the Super Bowl? in
Well, I'm
the
gonna
comfort?
make mochi because I make mochi on the Super Bowl. Last year I made
Did you make mochi?
I made
wasn't
Ravens
there.
mochi
You made
last year.
Ravens
Ravens
last
mochi.
year?
I made Ravens mochi where the outside was purple and the inside was like a yellow
Yeah,
sprinkles.
colors.
You missed it. That was great.
I wish I was there for that with you guys.
But I'm gonna make
But I had a great time where I was.
Seahawk mochi.
You're gonna make. Did you just decide that?
Decided earlier today. I'm gonna make Seahawk mochi. So the outside's gonna be that blue, like a blueberry, and then the inside's gonna be like a lime apple.
Yeah. I was thinking that the Broncos were gonna win because Peyton Manning is just hot. He's hot. He's sick, having a sick year. But there's like so many different elements going into it. I think because you're picking Seahawks, I'm picking Seahawks. Because you got that magic.
Mentals.
That magic mental. The magic mentals. You got that mental thing going on. You're like you got mental mochi. Whoever you make a mochi of, they win.
They win.
I think that's a good. It'll be interesting to see. I think you need to make mochi every year down the road, and we'll see what your stats are. And that needs to be taken into account when you look at Super Bowl winners. Like, well,
the spread. They're like, what
what's the spread?
flavor?
Like in the last 10 years from now or 9 years from now, it's like, well, how many of those? I bet you will have made more winner mochi than loser mochi.
Well, I only make winner mochi.
You only make winner mochi.
Only winner mochi.
Mental mochi.
Winner mochi for the winner.
You did make Ravens mochi during the playoffs for me. You came over Actually, you came over for the entire playoffs. You came over for the first round against the Colts in Baltimore. You came over for the second round against the Broncos.
So I came over
the third round for against the Pats last year, and you kept calling the wins. You could be the reason the Ravens won last year. I've got one. Not even a week. A few more days while the Ravens are still the Super Bowl champions.
And then you're a loser.
And now I'm a loser.
You're
and
a
then I'm a
fucking
loser. Fuck you, motherfucker. So, but speaking of winning, Syracuse.
Is playing great.
He's 19-0. It's a game tonight. Big game tonight.
Who are they playing tonight?
Wake Forest at Wake Forest. Shout out
to Poe.
To Big
I don't know if he still watches.
Fat boy Poe. Not so fatty. Mid-sized Poe.
Mid-sized Poe's team's about to lose.
Wake Forest. It's at Wake Forest. They're one of those teams. They're like Seattle. They're really good at home and they're terrible on the road. So they're at home. So they have the home field advantage. But Cuse is hot this year. And then Saturday, you and I are going up to the Syracuse-Duke game, the first of many in the I assume
ACC.
a new ACC rivalry.
Yeah, I think it'll be
It's
good.
going to be a big deal.
A lot of the battle of the wins between the coaches. A lot of wins going down.
A lot of wins. The two winningest coaches.
Winningest. Sounds
Winningest.
like a word I would say.
It comes up, it always has spell check, but when you type it, I found, that's what people say. That's what they say on the sports shows and stuff. The winningest. It sounds right. Doesn't it sound right?
Sounds good.
The two active winningest coaches. I think they're the winningest even of unactive coaches, retired coaches. Those guys all they do is win. So it's going to be a great game. It's really exciting. It's going to break the attendance record for NCAA games.
And it'll be also good to see if people get as drunk as they did when I was up there.
When was the last time you went up there? Have you been up there since we graduated?
The year after we graduated, I was up there.
What'd you go up there for?
A girlfriend at the time.
Right.
I went up there, I think, 2 times.
Well, this will be cool to see you, the new mentals in your old element, the juxtaposition of the two.
Juxtaposed. We'll
That'll
see
be
it.
fun. That'll be really cool to see. But I'm just so excited for this game. Yeah, so last year I went to the Georgetown game. It was the last of that rivalry. I mean, obviously they'll probably set up a contract with them to play them every year, but they're not playing them this year for the first time in Lord knows how long. So last year it broke the attendance record. Cuse breaks the attendance record every year with their biggest game of the season. They do it every year.
I
So
just want to
this
say
year-
that those are the most interesting facts I've ever heard in my life.
Are you being facetious? That means sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd like to say that
You're already on the
our
chocolate.
sponsor's done with. They pulling
This
out
is
of
our
their
last
contract.
day. Yeah, pulling out. Speaking of contracts.
I don't even want to say their name, but
This is
let's not
like
even say
the
their
George.
name.
They're like the Georgetown of chocolate sponsorships. That done.
I don't even want to bring it up to the front. I'm just.
But
gonna
maybe
eat it.
next week we'll have the Duke. We'll have the Duke of sponsorships. He was right. They were good. They are good.
That's good. Hazelnut.
It's like a different taste at first, and then a different finish. It's like a wine. It's like a fine wine.
For a quick second, I thought there was peanut butter in there. So I just like visually saw myself like running out of here, running down there, slapping the shit out of that dude and coming back because I hate peanut butter.
It almost has a similar texture. It's hazelnut, though. How good is that? Was it not that good? Because it was almost similar to
It's like a
peanut butter.
Nutella.
You should eat peanut butter.
I'm definitely not eating peanut butter.
Would you eat almond butter?
No.
Why not?
Would you eat ass butter?
Well, no, because that's like.
But what you're gonna eat is your wife's breast milk.
I did commit to doing that.
Committed to the milk drinking contest.
To drinking breast milk on the show.
Hold on one second.
I'll have to keep it like chilled somehow.
Trying to connect. Not good. We might have a skip.
Has this been going the whole time? Because I haven't seen any chat. Berkowitz chat.
Berkey chat if you're
Berk
here.
chat if you can hear us and see us and let us know if there's an issue.
Ah, damn.
Did we freeze? Oh, we don't even know when it happened.
Well, we don't have chocolate in our hand. Why don't you lower the quality?
It says it's fine. Fuck. Who knows how long this has gone on? Well, how long has this show been?
Whoop.
Who knows?
Oh no, it's
Don't do the breast milk, no issues. So you're fine?
yeah, we're good. All
For
right,
some
cool.
reason, we're having a viewing issue on our end. It might be our internet.
I would go to a lower quality if you could.
No, but he says it's fine.
All
It's
right,
just
all right.
us. It's our internet connection on the computer. So it's not our upstream. It's our download stream because we have the show going on.
Even
Berkey,
though this is
you
live
saved our
stream.
lives. This was so weird. It stalled like that. It's our own local connection, but in terms of
All right, cool. So we're good.
Berkey, you're the
Next.
man. I'm gonna send you a chocolate.
I'm gonna send you some
And
milk.
he said no on the breast milk. I think we need to liven the show up a little bit. So I might. You asked me. I was like, I'm really not.
Well, what we're
interested
gonna
in
do is we're
doing
gonna
it.
blindfold you, and you're gonna have 3 shots
of different
of
milks.
milks.
That's retarded because a human milk is so different from cow milk.
We'll see. We'll see.
You should put like a heavy cream in.
Don't worry, I got a sick plan.
You got a sick
It's gonna
plan?
be great.
You're gonna put like fucking gross shit in it. It's not even gonna be milk if you blindfold it.
It's gonna be great. It'll be good. I'm telling you, this is gonna be really good.
Okay.
I just hope we got people watching. We might have to make a flyer and just
We
start
might have
pushing
to really
it.
push it.
Flip drinks his wife's breast milk.
Yeah. We'll have to, I think if we have that sort of content, though, I think that's really going to drive viewership.
Or it might drive you into a really weird fetish.
I think it's probably going to gross me out, and it'll be funny.
I hope
think
you
that's-
puke everywhere.
Hope you aren't allergic to human milk. I'm good on milk. Oh, no wonder why he doesn't want to see milk. You
Yeah.
might start sneezing just through viewing the episode. Classic kid.
Talking
jokes.
of classic, if we're gonna go to the Flips Film and Mental Movie segment.
Flips films and mental.
Talking of
movies.
classic, I saw the classical remake. Well, I guess it's not a remake if it's classic. It's not classic if it's a remake. I saw Carrie, the remake.
Right, but it's a classic horror film.
It's a classic horror film. So the one I
Remake,
watched
remake.
wasn't a classic, but I watched it. It was good. I liked
It
it.
was good. Did you ever see the original?
Yeah, of course. I love the original.
Oh, awesome.
Teaches you so much.
Does it?
Just
What does
don't
it teach you?
fuck with the weird kid.
Oh,
Like,
don't
don't
fuck with the weird
fuck
kid.
with the weird kid.
And they said that years ago, and people still fuck with the weird kid, and then they come in and shoot up
Just
your
fucking yeah, exactly. That's some Carrie
You'll
shit.
fuck up with.
They could probably make a new Carrie, and it's like Benji. You know, and it's just like
Who's Benji?
well, it's a name that's like kind of like Carrie, Benji, and it's just like he's like Carrie. You know, he's gonna become something ill, like captain of a football team, and it's a bit, and then he comes and just shoots everyone up.
Yeah.
Just don't fuck with the weird kid because he might not make cars fly at you and your bones
that
break,
Carrie
but
shit looks
the weird kid
crazy.
will shoot your ass.
They got good like actors and actresses in it.
No, they
right?
weren't.
Isn't
No.
Julianne Moore's in it, right?
She is. She did good, but she was weird. I think it should have been Sissy Spacek and just kept it going, you know?
To play the mom, though.
Yeah, of
Not
course.
as the-
She would have played a way better mom than Julianne Moore.
What do you think of? That's so cool. That's so funny how you're like.
It's like rite
you're
of
really
passage.
into that. You're like,
I'm
oh,
really
Sissy Spacek.
I'm really into Carrie, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than like any other. Is it like your favorite horror movie?
It's one of them, but like on Halloween, if someone dressed up as Carrie, I'm like, oh, Carrie. Like, I'm like, oh, cool.
That was big for you.
Yeah.
As a kid.
Like if I was someone that takes pictures with people, I'd want to take a picture with whoever's Carrie on Halloween.
but
I don't do that shit. I'm not like, hey, can we take a picture? Unless
Oh, like
unless
with
you're the
your
dude from
phone.
Sons of Anarchy. Did I tell you about that? Did I bring that up last week?
No.
I don't know anyone who
You look
watches.
like you're on
I
Sons
do look
of
like I'm on
Anarchy.
something. But I went to the USPS last week to mail my girlfriend's brother, a Dwayne Wade.
You went
Sign.
to the post office.
Oh, it's the post office.
To the USPS.
Yeah, the US. That's
I was
what
like,
it
is he
is.
talking about the post office?
Yeah, I mailed him a Dwayne Wade signed Final Four magazine cover. His last year Marquette because he loves Dwayne Wade. It was like
Where'd
his
you get
late
that?
gift. Don't worry. I'll tell you another time.
How'd it work out for them that year?
Didn't work out too well.
No,
Because the Cuse won.
Cuse was national champions.
Carmelo should have been on that cover.
Well, they did like all four
Yeah.
teams, so he was on one.
So, anyway,
That's nice. That's a good gift.
I was in there, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, what's his name from Sons of Anarchy? The heavy dude, Bobby something. There's like a nickname. He just walks in character, and he like kicks this fucking box out of the way, and I was just like, what? Like he was in character. You know, I seen actors before, but I never seen characters from. You know,
Is he
like
the Jewish guy? on
yeah,
the show?
he's a Jewish guy, but he was in character. Like he was an actor in character.
That's so weird.
It's fucking weird. But I'll post that picture up. I went up to
Oh,
him.
and you took a photo with him.
I took a photo with him. I'm not
You
want to
sent
do
me
that.
it. I forgot you met that guy.
But I don't know if I brought it up last week.
Oh, yeah, I don't think you did. So
Yeah,
post
I
it.
went up to him and I was like, this ain't my style, you know, like that's not what I usually do, but I'd love to get a photo with you. Is it cool? He's like, all right. You know, he's like still in character, this guy. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
So I'm like holding it up, and then he grabs the phone in my hand and like puts it in selfie mode, like reverse, and he just touches it. And I don't even get to like pose, and he gave me back the phone. Like I wasn't gonna ask for a second one. Like I was just like looking at the lens. So I'm like, and then like this guy's with me. Like I wanted to do like a gangster one, just like
Yeah.
look like I was a prospect.
You want to make it so cool, and then they just make it so awkward
Yeah,
for
he
us.
fucked up the picture, so
They
whatever.
make it so awkward for
Yeah,
us.
he's gonna die in the next season anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I haven't seen any. You're so good at seeing new movies. You saw Dallas Buyers Club, right?
a while ago, I talked about
Yeah,
it.
a while
about
ago.
the
I really
skinny
got to
shit.
see that shit. I got to see that. It's top of my list. But yeah, I mean, I watched. What's it called? Did I talk about this? What's that Tom Hanks movie? What's that called? Captain Phillips. I don't know. Did
Oh
talk
yeah,
about
I saw
last
that.
week?
That's I think we
pretty
talked
good.
about it last week. It was
Pretty
cool.
good. So yeah, movies. Is there any movies that
I'm just pumped for Planet of the Apes. I think that's in April.
Yeah, you've been talking about that.
Can't wait. So good. I
I
was
wanna
never
see
even.
RoboCop.
That looks horrible. You would see RoboCop.
Why would I see? Because it's
And
a
you
hype beast movie.
such a hype, hyping that shit up. That shit looks horrible.
Carrie is in a hype beast movie.
Not at all. No one even fucking go see that movie. Because RoboCop's like
But people loved. You just made a Bill Cosby face.
talking about Bill Cosby's coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back. Big on Bill. I'm a hype beast for Bill Cosby.
But you're not. But it's just like one of those movies that RoboCop. It's like it's all the hype, but you know it's gonna suck. Like you know it's gonna suck, right?
Probably. Well, I'm not
Like-
gonna see it in the theater, but it looks really
You're not.
cool.
But would you bet like $100 that it's probably gonna suck?
Well, you know what? I have a theory that it might be good. Michael Keaton's in it, even if it's a small role. Michael Keaton's only in
Fuck
good
that.
movies. Michael
Yo,
Keaton's
the
only
best
in good
RoboCop
movies.
was Sylvester Stallone. Man, he killed it.
When he was Judge Dredd.
Well, that was just.
Yeah.
Why'd they make that movie? Why
Judge
can't they just
Dredd.
call it RoboCop?
Yeah, I don't know because he's not a robot.
He was a judge. Why did I think that was? I thought for long that was RoboCop.
RoboCop is the real guy. Is a teacher at Syracuse. He teaches history.
Another
I
shout
love
out to
movies
Syracuse.
like that, and I love remakes of shit from when I was a kid. Yeah, I want to see this Maleficent movie.
Fuck that.
I want to see that shit. I love whimsy. I love like whimsical shit. When they did that Snow White and the Huntsman, I was the only motherfucker who saw that shit.
Yeah, you definitely were.
People have told me I'm the only person they know that's seen it. I'm like, oh, I'm watching this. They're like, is it any good? I didn't know anyone who ever saw it. It happened. That happened. I think that really covers everything for this week. Come next week, we'll have a lot to talk about once the Super Bowl happens.
We'll stream some live stuff from Syracuse.
We'll go live from Cuse. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that on this episode, or we'll create a new one. Either way, we'll stream live.
Actually, we'll do it from this episode. It'll be a 0.5, a 13 point. Wait,
should we
no,
make
not
a
13.
0.5?
Wait, which episode?
It would be 13.5.
13th? Wow.
Next week. This is lucky number 13. That's your lucky number. Mentals. I always, when I do craps, I always put it at some point money on. I always put money on 13, and it always wins.
Maybe your daughter will be born on March 13th.
Oh, could you imagine?
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
It'd be more crazy if it's your birthday, but the father, that's always like a random.
Well, it would be, yeah.
The possibility of
It's,
that.
also, it's closer to the.
Well, what is it?
expected
365 to 1 to 365. That's all it is.
What?
I mean, the possibilities, the mathematical possibility.
You're 1 in 365,
Yeah.
and that's on any day.
Yeah.
Really. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Dan Berkowitz for chatting and contributing and helping us when we had a technical fucking failure.
And for being allergic to milk.
And being allergic to milk, because that's a funny bit. And we have all these little funny things, when we're young, and we all turn out okay. You turned out okay. Bergie turned out okay. I turned out okay. I couldn't even breathe at camp. I was a little asthmatic kid. Life's a fabulous thing. Real fabulous thing. I hope my kid is healthy.
She'll be fine.
Real healthy kid. We'll stream live from the Cuse, and we'll talk about it next week. Talk about the Super Bowl next week. Everybody have a good week. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy everything. Oh, yeah. We'll talk about Tom Waits.
Fuck! This guy's gonna kill us.
He's gonna kill us.
You never get to him. Never get to this guy. Good show.